Okay, Barrow hosted Ipswich Town in the FA Cup second round replay. It was the only replay from the second round this season. And since that last match, Ipswich have changed managers. They've sacked the old manager, got an interim manager in place. Barrow, they've lost a few in a row. They've now unbeaten for a few in a row. So both sides are inconsistent. Ipswich are middling in League 1. Barrow are inconsistent in League 2. But you would have thought Barrow were the higher ranked league side on tonight's performance. They completely played Ipswich off the pitch, off the park in the first half. So Ipswich barely got a kick in. They were so poor, so passive. There was no energy in midfield. There was no closing down in midfield. The first goal, I don't know where the closing down is. I know it's a well-worked corner, a set play, with the pull-back. So it's not crossed into the box, it's pulled back just outside the box. And Jordan Stevens, for my opinion, was the best player on the night. That's a brilliant finish, slight deflection, it's on target. Thunderous shot. I remember 20 odd years ago, David Beckham and Paul Scholes did something similar against Bradford City in the Premier League with a similar pull-back corner and then a drilled shot from outside the box. Several other teams do this, they think outside the box. The defence is set up to defend an in-swinging or out-swinging corner and drilled along the ground, but no one is closing down the short corner or Jordan Stevens, the shooter. There's no one within 6-7 yards of him. He has got time and space to, take his shot. Sums up the Ipswich's first half. Robbie Gotts, that's just winning the second ball and good support play from midfield. And Jordan Stevens crosses the ball in. It causes chaos in the Ipswich defence. And again, there's no one near him. There is no one tracking the run. There is no one preventing that second opportunity, fighting for the second ball. And it's 2-0 at half-time. It could have been more. Ipswich showed pretty much nothing in the first half. They make some tactical changes at half-time, but the second half is far more scrappy. The first 4 or 5 minutes, Ipswich have more attacking threat in the second half, but they looked very vulnerable to the counter-attack. There was a lot of fouls in the second half. The pace of the game was very stop-start. There was a lot of injury time at the end of the second half as well. So the game lost its flow, which I think suits Barrow. I think they'll be happy with that. Looking dangerous on the counter-attack. They were far pacier up front than Ipswich were in defence, so the Ipswich defence never looked comfortable. They asked more questions of Barrow and they forced Farnham, the goalkeeper, into several good saves. But it was very desperate. It was very, I'm going to say not reactionary, but it was very desperate play. There was no concerted build-up. There was no planned build-up. It was long ball, just hoof it long, or try and get something from a free kick. It was all very rushed. Clearly, Ipswich are a team lacking in confidence and lacking in direction because of the managerial change, because of 19 new players that have come into the squad this season. There seems to be a lack of communication between players. You can tell that Barrow are a well settled side and Ipswich aren't. And now obviously Barrow get Barnsley in the third round, a struggling championship side. So Barrow have a very good chance to go on a good cup run this season, which will help their finances immeasurably. Ipswich, though, I don't know what else you can say apart from how poor they were. And how they're averaging over about 20,000 attendance in League One is beyond me with a performance like that, because that was an absolutely abysmal performance. Second half slightly better, but it was too little too late. By the time they actually started creating decent opportunities, it's nearly 85 minutes into the game. I mean, they surrendered the initiative. They were chasing the game. And Barrow, while there was a few nervy moments in defence, they looked pretty comfortable in breaking down Ipswich's attacks in the second half and hitting them on the counter-attack where they always look threatening. So Ipswich were their own worst enemies. And Barrow thoroughly deserved the win, and it could have been and should have been more at half-time, in my personal opinion. But there we go, Barrow win 2-0. Thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll have some more videos for you very, very soon.